Hello there from South Roanoke United Methodist Church. I'm Robert Stutz, Associate Pastor here at the church. And each week around Wednesday or Thursday, we're trying to come to you with a little midweek boost with just a little bit of brief content on our YouTube channel that will help you remember what's going on in our church, but also help connect God's presence to what's going on in your life. So each week will be a little bit different, and today I just want to remind you, thanks for taking time to watch this. You can watch it at any time. After you've watched a video, make sure you have subscribed to the church YouTube page. Most of you have already done that, but that will help you find future content if you do subscribe to the page. On my laptop, if you go to share, if you click that, then it has a little button that says copy, and that will copy the link. The cool thing is that you can actually use that to pass along a Sunday video or a midweek video to someone. Have you ever had that experience of hearing a message and you think, oh, I wish so-and-so had been here? That's one way you can do that. Just make sure you pass along the link to them. Say, I thought about you while I heard this, and I wanted you to be sure and see it. Today, I'll spend most of my time talking to you about our upcoming church-wide small group learning experience, an event called Jesus 24/7, a 5-week learning experience in small groups. And we're doing that at 3 different time slots, so hopefully whatever your schedule, you'll be able to find a time that works for you. The first one will be a week from today. That's Wednesday, October 16th. We'll do it twice on Wednesday and then the following Sunday. And then continue that pattern for 5 weeks. Wednesday afternoon, 2:30, Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock, Sunday morning, 9 a.m. before our worship service. And you can mix and match. Like if one week Wednesday's better for you, hit Wednesday. If another week Sunday's better for you, do that. For those of you who are remote and you can't get here in person, we'll try to have some content that you can use to follow up and do at least part of the study through some YouTube content as well. So be watching for more of that, and if you want a copy of the workbook to use at home, let us know. We'll be glad to send it to you once it's ready. So, I want to let you know Jesus 24/7 is content that comes from a non-denominational study, a book, and the book's out of print, so there's no book you need to buy, but we're going to use that content to put together a workbook that you can use to keep track and take notes and then take home to remember what you learned. It's totally fine to share an invitation to this group with friends and family. There are people who might not yet be interested in the Sunday morning experience who would be interested in a 5-week spiritual life experience. And it's tailored to be of interest to people of whatever background, or if they have no religious background at all. It's not a judgmental study that someone would feel uncomfortable for showing up at. And again, you can also use it to share the link from this video to tell somebody else about the study that starts next week. What I like about Jesus 24/7 is that it approaches spiritual life a little bit different than most of the things I've done in churches in the past. Usually when we talk about strengthening our spiritual life, it's like we'll carve out a big bunch of time during the week or during the flow of your life and devote that to God. It's like taking on a training regimen where you go to the gym for an hour or 2 every day, and you do get physically fit. There are also things that get us physically fit that have to do with how we live our life. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator somewhere, or parking a little further away from the door. And this is a little bit more like that. It's how we find Jesus' presence in our everyday life. Has anyone ever asked you, how is your walk with Jesus going? Well, a few of you may be very comfortable with that question, and you may have a ready answer. But for many of us, we think, walk with Jesus? I thought that's what Bible characters did. How do I walk with Jesus? Jesus 24/7 will help you understand that question and at least begin to understand how Jesus walks with you. Doesn't matter if you have a PhD in Bible, or if you're not a Christian and have never read the Bible, or somewhere in between, this study will benefit you, and we'll find some practical things that will help all of us. And even though I'm going to be sharing the info, I'm going to be a participant too, because I'm going to have my own challenges to put into practice as a part of that. You don't have to sign up All you have to do is show up. So either Wednesday the 16th or Sunday the 20th, come join us for our first session and see what you think. Make as many as you can, and again, we'll try to have a little YouTube makeup content if you should miss a week or if you cannot come in person at all. One more reminder about this coming Sunday. We look forward to another time of worship. I want you to be praying for the Sunday experience. How often do you do that? How often do you pray that God will be made real in our sanctuary worship service? Pray for your pastor. Pray for the musicians. I've got a little something extra for you Sunday that I've never shared in worship before. That's all I'm going to tell you. So I hope to see you this coming Sunday morning, and pray that God will use that to bring the right people here who need to experience what we're having. And this is also the week that we're having our lunch and learn on poverty in Roanoke following our worship service. We have a pretty good group of those who've committed to come to be a part of that. We've submitted our order for the lunch boxes, but if you want to just come and listen, you can do that as well, and then go to lunch after we're there. So even if you decide at the last minute, or you might find somebody, if you slip them a 20, they might give you your lunch box. Don't tell them I said that. So it's going to be a great experience. This is not a boring, dry, depressing experience. This is a fun, encouraging experience. Our presenters are absolutely amazing. You will enjoy them. You will enjoy them, and they will bless you, and you'll know a little bit more about how hard-living folks in Roanoke are finding hope. It will encourage you. So I don't know how your week's been going. For some of you, maybe it's exactly what you expected, and things have just been as calm as can be. Probably for at least 3/4 of us, something has happened that we didn't expect already by Wednesday. That's changed our course a little bit. Things happen that come our way. I want you to remember that Jesus is with you, and please reach out to us if there's some special way where you need encouragement. You can do that by commenting on this YouTube, and remember that your friends will see that as well. If you have something personal to share, you can message Pastor Craig or me or Kathy in the office, or you can give us a phone call and let us know what's going on, what we need to be praying about. We are called to bear one another's burdens and to rejoice with each other's joys. We can't say that often enough. So God be with you and watch over you. God be with us in our upcoming Sunday experience. And may the rest of your week be a blessing to you. And enjoy this beautiful weather, even as we pray for those dear neighbors who are suffering because of the weather these days. In God's name, be blessed.